I'm happy to report that prior to this meeting,
Now, today and tomorrow, we will be going through a very important assignment, not just as a country, not just as a region, but as a world, out of our concern on the issues to do with small arms and light weapons. Now we have just begun the program today, and we'll be doing what we are referring to as the preparatory meeting ahead of the review mechanism that will happen in June, which is a few months from now. And with me is a team from the United Nations. So we have the Under Secretary in charge or responsible for the issues that we are discussing today and tomorrow. And then we also have the President Designate who will oversee the review mechanism. We have our colleagues from the AU and also from the region, the office in West Africa. And the primary focus is that there is a general concern on the issues of small arms and light weapons. As countries and as regions, there have been a lot of efforts and emphasis put in place towards ensuring that the country remains safe by having a good control and a handle on the proliferation of small arms and light weapons. There have been several commitments arising out of various protocols, and part of the review that will be happening in June will be to assess how far we've made progress in that respect. Now, the preparatory meeting that is happening today and tomorrow is focused for the countries in East and Southern Africa region, just to be able to see where we are, but also to be able to appreciate some of the challenges that the countries are facing towards meeting these goals and towards getting to these targets. Now, there have been similar conversations across the continent and across the globe.
The illicit trade and use of small arms, illicit small arms and light weapons is a global problem that requires global solutions. And every 6 years, the international community has an opportunity to address the progress made and the challenges the member states face in implementing the program of action. And that's what we're going to do in June in New York. However, before June, I have traveled to many regions of the world to listen to the views, challenges, expectations, and recommendations of the member states for the program of action. Because this meeting only happens every 6 years, we need to seize the opportunity to adapt the program of actions to the new challenges that the countries are facing. Latin America is the most violent region in the world, and this problem comes from the use, trade, and diversion of small arms and light weapons throughout the continent. And this reflects also in Africa. So we need to tackle the illicit transfer and use of small arms and light weapons together. So I'm here to listen to member states, to their views, recommendations, and most of all, their priorities. So when June comes, we're ready to tackle them and hopefully put the program actions vis-a-vis the expectations and recommendations of the member states.
Welcome the member states from Eastern and Southern Africa, so that they will come together and share their experiences, share their challenges, their lessons learned in their implementation of the UN Program of Action on Small Arms and Light Weapons, which will then feed into the review conference that will take place in June under the leadership of Ambassador Chan. Now, as you can imagine, the illicit proliferation diversion and misuse of small arms and light weapons really fuels conflicts, impacts peace and security situations, but also very important to remember it is a major obstacle for sustainable development as well. So it's a multifaceted challenges, and we want to make sure that the UN Program of Action will be able to continue to tackle these major issues in an effective way. It's a very important global framework which was adopted many years back, and then the previous review conference was held in 2018. Now, since then, there are of course many new challenges, not least the new types of technologies that are posing particular challenges to proliferation. How we might be able to improve our international assistance and cooperation mechanisms under the POA. Those are some of the focuses of discussions that we would like to make sure that will feed into the review conference. Now, the most important, I am very, very grateful for the support of the government of Kenya, especially hosting these very important regional consultations. As Ambassador Chan mentioned, it is very important to take into account the regional specific challenges, and Kenya exercising its leadership of bringing together the regional states so that they will be really delve deeper into discussions related to their particular challenges in this region and also in their national context, thereby enriching, I'm sure, the discussions that we will have in June in New York. So my sincere words of thanks to the government of Kenya. Thank you very much